Hey friends, this is Jason. I'm the Chief Counsel and Director of Equal Citizens, and I had to jump in a conference room and make this video from my office because we won. Wait, we won. Yes, right there. We just won a big case involving SuperPACs in Alaska. So we brought this case, we call it End SuperPACs, and we brought it on behalf of 3 Alaska citizens to say, hey, Alaska, why did you get out of the business of policing the limits on donations to SuperPACs? They are there, they're in the law, and you've stopped enforcing it because you have a wrong interpretation of Citizens United, which relies on these lower court decisions that are actually not binding on you. No one has made this argument before, and we brought up experts to Alaska to explain to the judge, hey, Alaska should not be out of the business of enforcing limits on SuperPACs. And we were waiting, and we were waiting, and we were waiting, and lo and behold, the judge, after considering the issue for many, many months, agreed with us. The judge said, Alaska, you should start enforcing these limits on SuperPACs. Yes, it's true that back in 2011, 2012, there was a raft of decisions from lower courts saying that limits on independent groups were unconstitutional in the wake of Citizens United, and that's what birthed the SuperPAC and this terrible era we're living in. But hey, the Supreme Court's never agreed with those, and let's revisit the issue. So the judge kicked it back to the state and said, start enforcing these limits, and then said, you know, this really should go directly to the Alaska Supreme Court. And we agree this should go directly to the Alaska Supreme Court and then directly to the U.S. Supreme Court, because this should not just be a victory for Alaskans, though it is today, and I want to emphasize that it definitely is today. This should be a victory for all Americans. The Supreme Court should revisit limits on independent groups, should revisit unlimited donations to SuperPAC. Citizens United does not require it, and we're going to take the issue all the way up there and get this same decision, which is now ordered by a judge in Alaska, hopefully affirmed by the Alaska Supreme Court, and then applied to all the other states in the country. So, great news. I want to conclude this way. This is our second straight legal victory. We also won a case on behalf of faithless electors in a federal appellate court. And I'll be honest, we are now in the middle of a fundraising campaign to keep us going for next year. We just got a victory. This case is going to the Alaska Supreme Court. You can follow us. You can root for us without donating. No question. I am celebrating whether or not anyone gives a dime. And this video is definitely not just to raise money. But that said, we are going to the Alaska Supreme Court. We do need resources to do that. We are going up to the U.S. Supreme Court, hopefully after that. We need resources to publicize it. We need resources to litigate it. We need resources to get briefs printed and amicus briefs going and everything. So if you do want to help us out, we are in our fundraising campaign, equalcitizens.us/donate. We are 2 for our last 2, folks. Let's keep it going. Thanks for your support, financial and otherwise. Spread the word. This is good news.